Bayou Time Sports is brought to you by Terrebonne General Health System Community Sports Institute in conjunction with Barker Honda and Barker Kia.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Bayou Time Sports. You know, we keep an eye on football over at Nicholls State University, as we're very fortunate on a weekly basis to have Coach Tommy Rybecki talk to us a little bit about the game he played the week before and the game he's got coming up the next week. But what we don't do all the time is talk about the other fall sports that are happening. Well, here's where we do it. Volleyball and soccer are going on at Nicholls State. We want to get you caught up with all of the things that are happening there with those two sports. First, we'll talk soccer a little bit. Let's take a look at the last 4 games. And I know it doesn't look great, folks. We see a win, 2 losses, and a tie, as the Lady Colonels of soccer are really into competition related to the Southland Conference right now. But the ladies are working hard, and they're actually not doing bad. You know, you see an overall record of 4, 7, and 3, meaning 4 wins, 7 losses, and 3 ties. They play a fairly tough conference schedule there. And again, if you could get into the conference tournament and do some damage, you can work your way into the NCAA tournament. Let's hope that that happens for the Lady Colonels before it's all over with. Again, they played a really good match against Houston Christian in their last match, which was Thursday. And we have a few local products that are on that team, and we want to tell you a little bit about each of those. First, you see Gabby Champon. Gabby Champon is a graduate student at Nicholls, and she is a forward for the Lady Colonels. She played her high school soccer over at Terrebonne High School. She's played in 8 matches so far for the Lady Colonels and has accumulated 81 minutes. Next to her, you see Ava Hurd. Ava Hurd is a product of Thibodaux High School. She's a junior defender. Ava hadn't played that much this year. She's actually competed in 9 games, or 9 matches, I should say, on the pitch. She has 1 start this year, so she is a contributor to the Lady Colonels. As a matter of fact, all of these young ladies are contributors to the Lady Colonels. Next, you see Lily Mazur. Lily is a senior midfielder for Vanderbilt Catholic, probably from our local area. She gets the most time. She has played in 14 games. That's 14 matches again. I'm sorry, I keep saying games, getting used to the lingo of soccer. She's played in just about every match they've had this year. She started 8. She actually has 1 assist, no goals, but accumulated 812 minutes for the Lady Colonels. Next to her is Sydney Becker. Sydney is a freshman who played her high school soccer at Vanderbilt Catholic, as did Lily, if I didn't mention that. Sydney, again, only being a freshman, has played in 9 games this year, so she is contributing. And finally, at the end, you see Kate Newchurch. Kate Newchurch is a goalie for the Lady Colonels. She is a product of E.D. White High School. Kate has played in 2 games. She's accumulated 87 minutes this year. Again, the Lady Colonels, to this point, 4, 7, and 3. Conference play, they're 1, 3, and 2. It's a situation where ties are something that you have in soccer, and better than a loss, but not quite as good as getting a win, and you accumulate points. We hope that the Lady Colonels can string some wins together here soon and possibly get into a situation where they can compete to get into the NCAA tournament. I know soccer has been getting better and better every year at the school, and we certainly hope it does. For you folks who, and I had this question actually yesterday posed to me, how about the men's team over at Nicholls? There is no men's soccer at Nicholls, only women's soccer. Speaking of the women of Nicholls State, volleyball. Volleyball is hot and heavy. Overall record for the Lady Colonels, 10-9. So they are above 500. The downside of that is in conference, they are 0-6, and you can see their last 4 matches have been tough ones. They've lost to UIW. That was over in San Antonio. They lost to Houston Christian. That was played over in the Houston area. And then they lost 2 at home. That was to Stephen F. Austin and Lamar. And as you could see, a lot of those were 0-3 as they couldn't even pick up a set from some of those teams early on, playing extremely well. just of late not playing quite as well. And as I mentioned with the soccer ladies, there are some ladies who are in volleyball who are from our local area. First, you see there a young lady who is doing a really good job. Unfortunately, she is only a freshman libero, but fortunately she's getting some time, and that is Olivia Besson. She has played in 15 matches so far, has had 4 starts as a freshman. That's really good. She is a defensive specialist. Next to her from Assumption High School, you see Ava Penison. Ava is a freshman, also a libero and a defensive specialist. Mentioned she played at Assumption High School. She's had 1 start this year and has participated in 9 of the 19 matches that the Lady Colonels have played this year. And finally, Ava Claire Kale is a young lady who has played her did play her high school ball over at Central Catholic. She is a sophomore setter. She has played in all 19 of the matches for the Lady Colonels. She started 8 of those matches. Again, the Lady Colonels are 10-9 as it stands right now on the season. They have slipped just a little bit related to Southland Conference play, but we hope that they could get some things together soon. And we're certainly pulling for all of those local products who are playing for the Colonels, and we hope that they do well going forward. Got to take a break. When we come back, we'll talk more sports here on Bayou Time Sports.
This segment was brought to you by Terrebonne General Health System Community Sports Institute in conjunction with Barker Honda and Barker Kia.